Hello there, my fellow Holotable heroes. How are you all doing? I hope you're getting ready to have an amazing weekend, but first, we have a new Galactic challenge to deal with here, and this time we are taken to the planet of Takodana, where we faced a team of First Order, and to get all the best rewards, you have to use an all-Empire team. So in this video, I want to talk through the team that I used and the strategy I used. So now let's actually go into the event. And let me then show you what's happening here. Now with this update as well, what CG has done is so if you complete one of the highest tier, for example, I completed tier 7, it automatically got me rewards for all the lower tiers, so there is no need now anymore to play through all the tiers. You just complete the maximum tier that you complete, whichever is the top, and then you'll get all the rewards. So that's excellent. So nice update, CG, thank you very much. Now there are some here really key mechanics here that I want to talk about. I will not cover everything, it's just like the ones that really matter for the strategy and team that I used. So the first one here is a global modifier, safe haven, and what happens is that the first unit that will deal damage will get death mark inflict on it if no other unit already has death mark, and death mark can't be cleansed, can't be removed, it's permanent, it doesn't expire until the unit is defeated. So just something to bear in mind here. Okay, so the next bit is the Imperial Edict bonus that Empire guys get. So the one is that the leader, if it's an Empire, obviously it will be a full Empire team here that I'll show you. They gain, yeah, max health, max protection, great. However, what's excellent about it is that Imperial troopers, they will revive when they're defeated, as long as your leader is alive. Of course, if they got death mark on them, they will not be able to revive, so something to keep in mind. And also when that revive happens, then your leader will get taunt for 2 turns. But another thing that's pretty cool here as well, so whenever your Empire leader uses a special ability, all Empire allies will come and assist. So you're gonna have lots of mass attacks there. So that's just something there to bear in mind when going in, some of the nice bonuses you get. And yeah, you know, if no summon is present while Empires, we don't really have anybody that can summon, you will get another trooper there summoned, which I'll show you. Alright, so let's first talk mods here. I will be using Darth Vader lead, so we can get some turn meter reduction, as well as those dots won't expire, and you get some nice offense as well, boost for Vader lead. Now mine here is the Relic 7, I have him modded for critical damage, critical chance, speed, potency, so basically modded for ray counter. You know, I didn't move any mods at all for him for this event. Now moving on, Relic 7 Palpatine here, and I have him modded for speed and potency, so he's at 279 and his potency is nearly at 100%, so hopefully, you know, extra potency will help him land the stuns. Got a Relic 6 Throne here, I have him modded for speed, he's at 316. And then Gear 12 Death Trooper, I didn't move his mods, these are just some average mods I have on him at all times, because you know, he's there just for death mark. And then I have a Gear 12 Shore Trooper there, just modded for health protection, you know, nothing special here, just some average mods on him. He's there for the pre-taunt to make sure he takes that first initial wave of attacks. Now before I go into the battle, let me just explain you about the speeds, how you have to mod your guys for this to work. So for my testing, I think Hux has about 320 speed, because when I had my throne at 323, he went before Hux, which means that he was the first one to apply the damage and he got death mark on him. You obviously do not want death mark on your throne, so I lowered my speed a little bit from throne to be below 320, so he's 316, and this means that the enemy Hux will go first and one of the first order guys will get death mark. Okay, and secondly, again, you don't, when my throne was at like 305, then he was too slow and my Vader went before him. So you want to kind of tweak the speeds from Vader and throne, that throne goes just after Hux, and that your Vader goes after your throne. So this, I showed you the speeds, I think my Vader was like at 250 something, and throne is at 316. So those speeds work really well, they really follow each other. and after Hux. So that's key here to know when you're modding your guys and adjusting their speeds. Okay, so now let's go into the battle now, and let me talk you through the opening sequence. Okay, now what will happen is, like I said, you need to make sure Hux goes first. Okay, because then one of their guys gets death mark. Because remember, one of the here negative modifiers here is whoever applies damage first will get death mark if there no other guys have death mark. Okay, and also in this opening sequence, if Sith Trooper doesn't get death mark, retreat. You want to take out Sith Trooper straight away, because otherwise you'll be putting some big damage, and you won't. And especially if either Kylos get death mark does nothing to them. Okay, so if Sith Trooper doesn't get a death mark, retreat. Sometimes it took me like 4, 5, 6 retreats that I got a Sith Trooper to get death mark, and once that happens, you can then proceed with the battle. Another thing to note here is, as long as Hux has dominance, they will be counter-attacking, and once you critically hit Hux, he will lose dominance, okay? And also, while Hux has advantage, your guys can't gain bonus turn meter. That's why Vader lead here is better over Palpatine lead, because with Palpatine lead it's all about turn meter train, but Hux negates that, okay? So now your throne has to go after Hux, and because his fracture does 4 hits, and Sith Trooper got death mark, this will just take him out. Okay, so Sith Trooper, you don't need to worry about him anymore. Once Vader gets a turn, use Merciless Massacre. Now that's a special ability, and from the bonuses you get here is that everybody will be called to an assist. Here we go, and that stun, if you wonder where it came from the summoned trooper. He has a chance on his basic to apply stuns. Okay. And then up next, when Vader gets here another turn here, when he's Force Crush, you want to target Stormtrooper, because Stormtrooper has a counterattack built into his kit, and Vader's AoE can't be counterattacked. Because if you get a counterattack now, the Summoned Trooper will get taken out, because he's got Death Mark, you won't be able to revive him, okay? So you want to now avoid counterattacks. And secondly, on this Vader's first AoE, you need to ensure that you critically hit Hux so he loses dominance, because this means there will be no counterattacks here, and your trooper there will be able to stay alive a bit longer because there will be no counterattacks. If this AoE here doesn't crit from Vader, retreat and try again. That would be my suggestion, because for my testing, it wasn't very then easy to win if these guys are still counter-attacking here, okay? So let's do Force Crash. There you go. Hux there got crit, so he lost dominance. And again, everybody called to an assist because we used the special from Vader. Okay, so now we can go around, apply ability blocks. Now, I think Hux has very high tenacity here because I hardly was able to let any debuffs on him. Alright, so let's just throw Culling Blade here on Kylo. Call again everybody to assist. Then Palps can apply stun. There we go. And now the trooper here that you have summoned, just want to show you he has 50% chance to stun so that you know where it came from. He's got a melee ability that can heal himself. And then his AoE there dispels all debuffs, so that's good. So we remove the debuffs. And now we can actually go ahead and apply Death Mark on Hux with Death Trooper. And then here, just going to swap turn meter with Vader. We can do another Force Crush on Hux. And again, all the assist plus Death Mark, Hux is gone. So again, with Hux out, there is no more counterattacks apart from First Order Stormtrooper, I guess, because he has built in his kit. So let's go ahead now and stun Kylo there. He had ability block, so Thrawn was able to stun him with his basic. There we go. Now we can heal up a little bit. Again, throw a grenade there. And go after OG Kylo because he's not stunned. And just fracture him, take him out. The other guys are stunned, so we'll worry about them later. Let's go after Kylo Ren Unmasked here. There we go. Again, swap turn meter here with Vader. So we can do his Merciless Massacre again. There goes Kylo Unmasked, and boom, there goes Stormtrooper. So as you've seen, this strategy, once you get the opening sequence correct, like I said, the Sith Trooper gets Death Mark, and then that your Throne goes after Hux, and then your Vader goes, and that your Vader's AoE critically hits Hux. So once that opening sequence is done, you know, from there on out, it's pretty straightforward. You got lots of shocks, stuns, AoEs, and remember, from Vader's lead, you've always got all the Empire allies have 50% chance to remove 20% turn meter, and you've got lots of AoEs there that can remove from everybody turn meter. So it's very easy then, once you get that opening sequence right, that you complete it. Now let me show a couple of more battles with a different RNG, just so you see, you know, how it goes. All right, here we go. So let me show you now another second battle. So again, there we go. We got Death Mark over on Sith Trooper. Now in this case, Short Trooper was taken out in the first opening attack, but I'll show you that, you know, it doesn't matter. So we do the same thing, Force Crash here on Stormtrooper. Again, paying attention that Hux gets critical hits, so he loses dominance. So no more counter attacks there. And now we can just go around here, try to land ability blocks where, you know, if we can. Okay, so Kylo Mask, he can't counter attack there as well. So let's try and take him out. Excellent, landed a stun on him. Here we go. AoE here, nice, got stuns on everybody but Hux. As I mentioned, Hux has very high tenacity here. Now let's pass turn meter over to Death Trooper in this case. And we can apply Death Mark on Hux. Use Force Crush on Hux, which will call everybody to assist. Hux is gone. Okay, now we can throw up AoE. And go after Kylo Ren. There, he's not stunned, so, you know, he will get attack out. So as long as we keep attacking him, removing his turn meter, he won't be able to get a turn. There you go, big hit there. Took Kylo out. Now just a case of, again, clearing off these two last tanks as we did in the first battle. And, you know, once you get down to these two guys, you know, it should be straightforward here. You got Culling Blade here. There you go, Kylo's gone. Another mass assist, and boom, there we go. Okay, so let's do this one more time. Alright, here we go. Hux again goes first. Does whatever he does. Sith Trooper got their death mark, so let's just go ahead, fracture him, take him out. He's gone. Here we go. So use Merciless Massacre, nice mass assist. Target here with Force Crush Stormtrooper. Again, another assist. Hux got critically hit from that AoE, so he lost dominance, so we don't need to worry about counterattacks as much. We also got their Daze on Kylo Ren and Mask, so that Daze came from Death Trooper's basic, so that can help as well to stop counterattacks here. Throw up Culling Blade. Okay. Now here, well, heal up, didn't really matter much. Okay, so there you go. Lost the Trooper there, and because he had Death Mark, he didn't get revived. Now we have Death Mark on our own Death Trooper here. So let's swap turn meter again with Death Trooper. Apply Death Mark on Hux. Unfortunately there we lost Death Trooper. But he did manage to apply Death Mark before he got taken out. So we were able again to take out Hux. And now once you're down to 3 of these guys, you know, it's not a problem at all. Just keep going after them, removing their turn meter. We can put a fracture on Kylo there. And it's just a case again of burning through these guys. So there you go, I've shown you like 3 different battles here, a little bit different RNG. I mean, the first one that I showed you went really well. I said I still have everybody left standing. But these last 2 RNG was slightly different. That's why, you know, I always like to do like 3 battles here just to show you different things. Here we go. Let's swap over to Vader now. We got Death Mark on Pulps, but these guys are stunned, so we don't need to worry about that at all. Boom, and there we go. So if you see in this strategy, and this team works really well, you just need to align the speeds of Thrawn that goes right after Hux, and then Vader right after Thrawn, and make sure that you've got Death Mark on Sith Trooper, so Thrawn can go fracturing, take him out, and then you just go around, you know, let Vader do his thing, removing turn meter and everything, and stunning them, fracturing, applying Death Mark. And it's a really straightforward event from there. Now, don't get discouraged, you know, if it doesn't work straight away. Like I said, for these 3 attempts that I showed you here, you know, I had to restart 3, 4, 5 times that I got that opening sequence right. But, you know, just because it's a straight at the beginning, it's literally go in, a few seconds, okay, didn't work out, retreat back. So it's not like you'll be spending here hours trying to do that. It's just a case of a few minutes going through. I think when I was recording, it took me 12 minutes altogether to do 4 successful attempts. So it's not too bad, I think. Alright guys, hope you find this video useful. As always, let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.